interview question. Give me an example of when you showed integrity.
What's your best and worst feature?
Yeah.
What's your weakness?
Yeah. Nice.
Yes, tell me your weakness.
I'm sorry. I get asked this question all the time. I just don't have any good answer for it.
That's important. And let's finish this up. I'd say let's say the question is what makes your character feel strong? What makes them feel powerful? If they've ever felt powerful. I'll give you guys some time to think about that.
I can already answer.
Eating the biggest burrito at the market.
And then dumping in the food court. Oh. What was that?
Where did my eraser go?
Took it.
Why?
Let's go ahead and have everyone roll a d20.
They are not in roll 20, but they're busy.
Okay. Well, let's start with Xerix.
Oh god. I don't... When you asked this before, I don't really have an answer for it. It's probably the hardest question, because Xerix, his whole character, he doesn't feel powerful. His whole life, his family, his clan relies on other deities to give them power. And he's never felt that, and that's why he was exiled. Because he was never favored by gods or deities or patrons. So he always feels like he's never powerful or never good enough. He just makes him strive to be better, but I don't... Now that even he has been accepted by someone, whomever that is, he doesn't realize it, and so he still doesn't feel powerful. And maybe he never will, because the feeling of being accepted by a deity won't be enough, because he doesn't know that feeling. I can try and think of another answer if that's not good enough, but that's what I got.
That's great. Yeah. Makes sense. So he's kind of just thirsty for power because he's never felt powerful before, or strong, I guess. Let's go with Fammal. Has Fammal ever felt powerful? And if so, like, what was that feeling? What caused that feeling?
I'm sorry about any of the background noise.
That's okay.
They feel they don't really feel powerful most of the time, but when they're taking down a like beast or like a big hunt basically and getting out of it unscathed, basically, that's the moments where they feel the most powerful.
Awesome. Let's go with Lithius.
Yeah, so Lithius, I think, feels most powerful out on the ship. Like, obviously, there's several dangers at sea that he's had to protect ships from. The more powerful storm magic he conjures, I imagine that is a pretty euphoric casting high because it's so destructive. So I think probably the moment he's felt most powerful, I imagine would be like when there are pirates or someone trying to commandeer the ship that he's on. He gets to go full bore on them. I imagine this like sort of funny encounter where one time he conjures an ice storm and a bunch of pirates take shelter under the deck and he freezes their ship in the middle of the sea and feels powerful as he watches them try to like bring their life rafts out to return to the shore because their ship is destroyed and frozen in place. Sort of instances like that where he I don't know, is able to use his magic to best someone with malintent.
Awesome. Ayre, Geldloth, are you guys able to do you guys have an answer to the question?
Yeah, we kill ants.
What's the?
You like killing ants?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. What's the question again?
What has Ayre felt? When has Ayre felt powerful, if at all, and what caused that?
I guess like being on the boat was kind of maybe the first time that she felt that. Like when she moved up to, what did she end up being? Like first mate or second in command or something?
Yeah.
Probably that.
And Geldloth sticking with ants?
I was originally gonna say something along the lines of with like being a dragonborn, their like their skin and their resilience, something that makes him feel powerful. You know, there's just being a gem dragonborn.
Awesome. Fantastic. Well, we will I now understand Amanda and Taylor, you guys are preoccupied at the moment. So we will actually go to Lithius. Yes, good.
Silly.
Oh god, it's so scary.
Oh,
Down a bit. Game notes. There we are. Lithius. It's about 8:30 p.m. You've been walking down the docks.
You have my phone. I can do a picture of that. The words.
Giving an appearance of purpose, so as not to get to get the attraction from the guards that are patrolling everywhere, and they pass by you every so often. You see a lot of deteriorating buildings, storefronts, rotting ships, and really bad disrepair. You start to think you should head back when something catches your eye, or more like somebody. There's a group of people. There's people on the docks, like sailors, workers in the warehouses. It's not completely abandoned. And you see, for a brief second, you swear you thought you saw Jay. But before you could get closer and get a good look, you see him take a quick left.
Yeah.
He's followed by a few other people down an alleyway.
Oh.
What would you like to do?
Well, probably with a bit more urgency in my step, I'm gonna go towards the alleyway and turn down and see what I see.
Okay, can I have you roll an investigation or perception? You just need to beat a DC of 10. Fantastic. You are able to follow their path, and you eventually come to an area like this. You find an abandoned warehouse. You hear voices inside. You see that there are the mud from the rain is very wet and sloppy. You're trying to be as careful as possible, but you hear several voices. You would guess that there's maybe 3 to 5 people in this warehouse. How do you want to approach it?
Well, looking at my character's ability, seems like my best option is lightning bolt. So I I imagine I can't. Can I like make out anything about what's being said from the door? or is it just like I can tell someone is talking very far away?
Sure, yeah, let's have you go ahead and give me a gosh, what would be like listening in?
I mean, I think it's also perception.
Also perception.
I can roll again.
We'll go ahead and go with that 22 perception. You can tell that there is a conversation being had between two people, though you hear the sounds of something heavy being picked up by several people. You hear grunts like, ugh. Something is being loaded onto something. There is slight gap in this warehouse where you could try and peer through if you would like, but you can hear a conversation. And it goes in a familiar voice. All right, this should be the last load. Best hurry fast before curfew happens at 10. It was a pleasure doing business with ya. I hope your endeavors pan out the way you plan. And another voice says, well, there's no going back after this. See you around, Jay. And you hear some doors swinging, and you start to hear the sound of horses. If you look with that perception, I'm going to say that you go ahead and look down at the entrance of this warehouse. I'm going to assume that you're maybe like on the wall, maybe near the doorways.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have like walked all the way in, following them down the alley.
You see this gentleman start to come out the doorways, and he's starting to open the doors open. Are you wanting to try and hide, or do you want to make yourself known?
Can I think I would like to cast fly on myself and
Sure.
go like on the roof of this warehouse. I'm going to keep an eye out for Jay and see if he splits from the group and maybe catch him by himself if I can.
Yeah. So you fly to the roof of this warehouse and you have a bird's eye view of what's happening. You see this gentleman come out, and then you see he starts yelling, all right, come on. And you see this man starts to walk the horses, and as the horses come out, a very, very fancy, very not very out of place carriage. Definitely seems like one of the more upper city carriages comes out of this decrepit warehouse. And then Joff comes out as the carriage goes off. In the back of the carriage, you can tell that there are some sort of large barrels. And then Joff.
When he comes out, is he in the carriage? Sorry.
He is not, no. Okay. He is leading behind the carriage and just watches it go. This man just closes one of the doors, nods at Joff, and disappears. He just starts walking down the street. And then after a minute or so, this man nods at Joff, and he goes and walks the opposite direction towards the other gentleman, away from the other gentleman that he had gone. So the other gentleman went left, this guy's going right, but they're sporadic in their departures. And then Joff looks at the sky. I'll go ahead and have you give me a stealth if you like, or if you want to make yourself known, but he's going to look up at the sky, just feeling the rain on his face.
Okay. I think my desired approach would be to like land next to the warehouse and come around, preferably looking like I was walking down the street rather than standing above watching, but
okay.
I'll roll stealth to see if I can do that.
Fantastic. You nimbly, gracefully land quietly on your feet. The rain is hitting down so hard that it numbs out any noise that you could have possibly made in contact with the mud. And as you walk and turn the corner to the warehouse, you see Joff is closing the doors. His back behind you.
I give it just a second to come around the corner, and I don't know, maybe in an attempt to be clever, I make a call out like I would if we were on the ship together to get his attention. I don't know what ship jargon is like, so imagine my character says something clever.
Sure. Joff startles a bit, and he turns to look at you, and he says, "Oi! There's our boy."
I can't believe you made it. What are you doing here?
Oh, just working one last job till we're finally out of here. I was wondering when you would show up.
It's always one last job. Couldn't miss mine.
Agreed. This one's paying big.
Oh, yeah?
That's-
What'd you land?
Oh, enough for everyone to retire. Even you if you want to cut.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you found the location, but the boys and I, tonight, we're going to be heading out, going to the area on the map.
Oh, the boys. So you all made it. How?
Oh, just, it's a long story. One that's best to share over a drink. It was a mighty tale. Slayed the beast with turtle hair. Could you believe it?
Oh, you and your clever solutions, I'm impressed, not gonna lie. I would say let's go to the tavern right now, but you see, under lockdown, the murder of the mayor. You know, it's funny. It's if I didn't know any better based on what you said to me when I flew that night, seeing you here is a mighty coincidence. I think you had something to do with it.
You are welcome to roll an insight if you like.
Okay. Well,
My God. You know Joff. You've been with him for many months. You know his tells. You guys were pretty close. Friends, I would even say. And Joff, though this Joff, makes a facial expression that to any other person would think they're being comical or, they're just trying to laugh your commentary off. You can tell that this Joff, narrows his eyes ever so slightly, and you get a sense of threatening from him. And he says, well, yep, it's harder to kill this old boy. Many have tried. Many more will try, but there's no taking this one down.
Probably a bit uncomfortable at this point. I think this is not going to acknowledge it. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Well, if this truly isn't your last job, definitely reach out. My services are always available. Where are you staying, by the way?
Oh, I'm staying at a few different places. It's always best to, switch around, couch surf, as it were. You wouldn't happen to, I gave you something. You wouldn't happen to have it on you by chance, would you?
Oh God, what did he give me?
He gave you.
All I have in my notes is that he wanted me to tell Ayre to fuck off.
Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, he gave me a map.
Yes. Joff's map.
Oh. I most certainly do. That was actually next on my list. I was first trying to deliver what I thought would be your final words, but it seems like he's gotten something better than that. So.
Oh yeah, that guy, he was already taken care of. It's honestly, it was more of a lead, I think, to try and get you here.
Well,
But,
you're cleverer
yeah.
than I give you credit for. I never would have guessed you would attack your own ship just to get me into town. But I guess you do know how hard it is to get me into port.
Whoa. Who's saying I attacked my own ship? I love that ship.
You
They're
know I tease,
expensive.
Jay.
But anyways, would I be able to get that back from you?
It's not in character, but I presume
Nervous laugh.
I presume Lithius has looked at it enough that he remembers where the one big red circle is on it, right?
I would assume so. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. You lose yours?
I only had the one, I believe. I gave it to you for safekeeping, just in case. Just in case.
Well, what good is a captain without his map? Here you are.
He grabs the map from you. He opens it up and looks at it and smirks and rolls it back up, tucks it away in his shirt, and says, Thank you, buddy. Just what I needed. Well, you're welcome to follow. We're headed to the Wolf District, if you'd like to come. But otherwise, I recommend, maybe staying around for a bit. You never really got to check out this area. It's a beautiful area, rich in culture.
I mean, you know me, never one to disregard an order. Let's see it.
Aye. Well, I'll be seeing you around then. There's supposed to be a big event tomorrow. Maybe I'll see you then.
Sounds... Okay, wait. To be clear, he invited me to follow to the Wolf District, but didn't tell me where?
Yes.
Sure thing. Where in the Wolf District are we having our morning ale?
Oh, well, there's a few places. He puts his arm around you and he says, You're gonna have a great time. And if you follow, he's gonna lead you out of this warehouse. You're gonna go.
He's gonna murder you.
I'm definitely getting that sense, but I also want to play along.
Sure.
What's the worst that could happen?
Listen, you can't there was one player who just got robbed, and that was the worst of it. After taking a whole bunch of drugs, what could go wrong? He didn't die.
Yeah, it's for the narrative. The campaign's almost over.
But did you die?
But see, the thing is I feel like Lithius would want to believe the best of Joff still.
Yeah.
And
Roll.
Lithius is not totally unknown to selling things to unsavory figures. He's probably this probably isn't freaking him out. And
Well, then roll for better judgment.
Roll for a tiny voice in your head telling you, "Don't do
roll
it."
roll for peer pressure.
Yeah.
See if you can overcome your want for acceptance.
okay, that's. I did get a crit on the insight though, so I know something's wrong.
Yeah,
That's
but does
true.
he
Well,
know? But does he
but
think you're just
I-
messing with him, or does he think you're serious?
But the insight, I don't know. I never know how to decide if it's like incidental or if it's me like reading him in this whole situation, right? Because the insight roll was
Cricket
on the
in your head is
incident.
yelling at you to listen.
Because the incident was finding like I picked up on a thing that he was involved in the murder of the mayor somehow, but I already knew he wished ill will upon him. Like those were his final words. I don't know if I'd pick up on the I'm in danger. Character's wiser than he is more charismatic though. So
I'm in danger.
I always kind of play it as, am I fishing for something, or do I know something? Whenever I do like an insight, to
On the
kinda,
insight, with that crit, Lithius definitely gets a sense of something is off. Something is amiss. Joff is making strange, ever so slight facial expressions that he's never seen Joff on the ship make before. But it could be stress. Who knows? But he definitely senses something.
Yeah, he did call you buddy. Has he ever been that friendly before?
Okay. Okay, pretty middle of the road. I think Lithius doesn't pick up on him being in danger. Instead assumed Joff is, because Joff is the one acting strangely. So I think Lithius is going to lean in and ask him if he needs help.
You really want to help?
I mean,
we'd
out
be
of sorts
the
is all
crew.
I'm saying.
The crew would be happy to have you. We always loved having you around. I mean, we always felt a little unstoppable on the seas. And with your expertise and your magic, we could be running this island.
Well, I can't imagine a job that pays any better. That being said, I've already ran afoul of the guards once. Do you mind if we meet up in the morning?
Yeah, I can do that. Like I said, there's going to be a big event tomorrow. You'll be able to find me. He points you on the map of Caer Caladir. He says, he pulls out a map. And he says, head to the castle district tomorrow, and you'll want to go to the castle park. It's also where they have gallows and stuff. You'll find me there. I'll meet you there. It'll be fun. We'll have a great time. The boys are going to be so excited when they hear you're back.
Brush up on your tying knots practice.
Seriously. I think I was just gonna say something along the lines of I'm so glad to hear it. Pleasantry goodbye. Maybe takes a few steps away, and as they're walking away, goes, by the way, what is the event? I just got into town. I hadn't heard anything.
Oh, there's a person did some crimes, did some bad stuff, and they're getting, what's owed them. There's going to be a public execution.
Oh. Well, as our good friend pirate number 3 always said, better them than us.
Exactly.
Walk.
Pirate number 3?
Listen, they have an interim for like 3 months, a training period where they just go by numbers. And then after that 3 months, then they get called by their name. The whole system. But Joff says, like, agreed. I'll see you tomorrow, buddy. And he's gonna give you a pat on the back. And he's gonna just he's gonna turn around. Well, the doors were already locked, because he locked them. And he's just gonna wave goodbye and walk down the docks. And he's gonna turn left. And you no longer see him.
Okay. Can I turn around the corner that I came from? And that conversation can't have taken more than like 2 minutes. I want to follow from a distance and watch where he
Sure.
goes while using fly.
Okay. You fly up. Lasts 10 minutes. Okay. You do find that you aren't able to get as high as you would like, because of the rain coming down. But you're able to fly up, and
Oh,
you see
I can do
Joff.
this. Sorry.
Ooh, nice. Yes. Keep the water off of the wet person. Good idea. Okay, so that makes you a little better. 20-foot radius sphere. So are you wanting to like be on the roofs, like kind of flying up the roofs, or how high are you wanting to be?
Well, I'm still trying to be sneaky because I don't want to be caught. So I'm probably, like on I don't know if these are like flat roofs, but I see some of the like angular roofs. So I'm probably trying to stay on the back side of them relative to Joff, but like still able to see over.
Okay.
It's just crouching around like Batman.
Copy these to this map. You. Okay. You follow Joff. He takes a few turns. There's a few guards that go past, and he just kind of tips his hat at them, nods at them in greeting, and they seem to rough. But he doesn't get taken in at all. He seems to be walking with purpose. And after a few blocks, you can tell that you're starting to get away from the docks area. And buildings start to look more taken care of, less in disrepair. There's a little more people on the streets, though not many, as it's getting later in the night. And we'll go ahead and move away. Why not? So you can all see. You see Joff turn into this area, and this seems like it's supposed to be a marketplace. Though there are some buildings that are boarded up, some that are closed, some that are open. And you see Joff meet up with this gentleman and this gentleman, both of whom you recognize from the ship. Pirate number 3 and Philroy. And you know that pirate number 3 was actually named Terry.
Okay.
Both of whom you swore you saw fall into the ocean, and like pirate number 3 had was covered in burn marks from that ship. He was on fire, and screaming when he fell off the ship and went into the water, and you never saw him come back up during the fight. And Terry here, you never you saw him get shot. By who? You don't know by who. Could have been a misfire from one of the large tentacles coming out. And yet they're both here and they seem fine. You don't see any burn marks, though he is wearing a cloak. So it's hard to tell, but for the most part, his face looks fine. And Terry looks fine as well. And they meet up with Joff. And they go into a bar over here. And disappear from view in that bar. And you can hear loud, boisterous music inside. Voices yelling, some people laughing, glasses clinking. What would you like to do?
And to be clear, it's like still just before, just after
it's
10 o'clock.
I'm gonna say that it's probably 9 now, but yeah, it's before 9. It's not 10 o'clock yet. There are stores still open that catch your eye, and you make a note that, okay, that's good. But with that, we will leave you here, and we will go map. Ayre, are you available?
I'm here
Okay.
with a very clean desk. Not that it was dirty to begin with.
It's just ants.
It's just extra clean now.
Okay. Well, both of you, Ayre and Geldloth, were sitting confronting Khalas. And Ayre, during this conversation, when you say, we need to trust you, and Khalas says, you can trust me, you hear a voice in your head. And it's a voice that sounds familiar. It's a manly voice. It's a tired voice. And as you hear this voice, you turn to look at Geldloth, and he is frozen in place. And you don't even hear the rain falling anymore. And I will have you go into private time with me.
Ooh.
You guys be nice.
Okay.
So,
Does anybody want to burn down another barn?
Wish I got murdered.
you wish? Well, there's still time for that.
I feel like that's oh yeah, I bred 5 blaze hells.
Oh, nice.
We have a daydream that has artisan, serious, and workaholic, and cheery.
Nice.
So I bred that one for a while to get it to that. And I was like, that's good enough. And then I was trying to think of like what I could put it on. Because Daydream is such a low power level that like there really aren't any intermediates. And Blaze House like an upgrade. And it's like a launching the anyway. I also went around and caught quite a bit. We have 2 Vanworm cysts or crysts.
Oh,
Yeah, they
is that
hatch
just
the
dark
eggs.
and ice instead of fire?
I don't remember. It's something though. So Alex, what games were you playing today?
I started playing Blasphemous 2.
What is that?
It's like a 2D Souls-like. I played the first one, and it was real fun. I played a lot of it, beat it, and I just found out they came out with the second one, so I just started that today.
The timing.
It has huge, like, Catholicism influence on the art and the lore. It's real cool. Oh, we have bad rolls going out.
Do 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 do.
Is Fammal feeling like something's gonna happen? Do they have a idea of what they're gonna do next?
Well, considering I was just the lookout for a little bit, I don't know what's happening inside the room at the moment. They're very they're on high alert, but other than that, they're not too concerned.
Yeah, I figured I should have put your name in the book, but I didn't know you were coming with me. I would have been able to cast sending at you. But I think
Yeah, I thought going to the mayor's home would like be able to get more insight on what was going on.
has Fammal been to the city yet?
No, the only time they've ever been in this area was waking up underground. So this whole area is pretty new.
Well, we're about to get a crash course, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Yabba-dabba-dee-dub-dub-dee-dub-dub.
So do we think we're gonna survive the night or tomorrow?
I mean, I don't know why we wouldn't. Unless we get involved in something. Somehow.
I think we have a
Good
pretty
thing.
good chance. I think the only one in real danger right now is you and Brendan.
But, yeah.
I-
Buddy old pal.
Well, a lot of the things are like you determine that the person you're talking to isn't the person you're talking to throughout this whole thing. So we don't know who's been infiltrated.
True.
I don't even know what they can do. Like we saw Bailey on the beach.
Do-do-do-do-do. Yabba dabba.
Dabba do.
Since you were talking about it earlier, Lithius, what, if your character died tonight, what character would you roll up?
Don't say that.
Well, I mean, you gotta think about future stuff. I'm
I don't,
trying to
I
create
don't know.
conversation because I'm falling asleep.
That's fair. I mean, I was mostly joking about the murder concept. I actually kind of like Lithius, but granted, this is like he's getting backstory and intrigue, whereas after the last few times, this time I literally went, I want to be a pirate, and that's about as deep as I thought about it. So, I frankly haven't even thought about it yet. Maybe this is the one where I get my colossal fairy. Who knows? But if I die and have to remake a character for 2 sessions, I'm probably not gonna put too much thought in it, quite frankly. I'll just roll something that sounds fun for 1 combat and go from there.
Yeah, you were joking about maybe dying tonight, but I honestly think this might be the end of Xerix.
Oh,
He's just
why
kind
is
of
that?
in it to win it or lose it.
You're hiding in a chimney. If they start a fire, you're dead.
Well, I mean, Xerix is the master of his own fate. But sometimes he doesn't. I don't know where I was going with that. He's gonna do some things. I'm so tired.
Guys, hold my beer.
So it sounds like you are the one who actually wants to die? Is that...
Hold my poison.
A sweet embrace.
No, I had something planned, kind of since the last time we played, and he's chaotic neutral, so he's gonna be chaotic. I just made him a warlock. Now, after turning him into my favorite class, he's gonna end up somewhere, whether it's behind bars or 6 feet under.
No.
Yabba dabba.
Oh, maybe if I do have to make a new character, this time I'll actually make young Ponderance.
Young Ponderance?
Well, initially when I started this campaign, I was going to make Paladin Ponderance in this one. But it didn't feel right once I actually read the story.
Okay.
Oh god, that Ayre.
Good news, TPK.
While you were gone.
We all made
Oh,
a suicide pact.
Oh, great.
Now,
Y'all-
poison didn't work on one of us, but
Yeah.
Lithius just flew to find Xerix and Fammal. Like, guys, we gotta die now. Trust me, take this red pill.
All the cool kids are doing it. You all be my friends.
So, Geldloth, Ayre,
Yeah.
Khalas says, look, I know my appearance is not quite right, but I need you to trust me. I will reveal what I look like. And you see Khalas unbuckle her boots, and then you hear her cast a spell. And she slides the boots off to reveal hooves. And she takes off her glasses, and you see her eyes glow a bluish color, and that they are solid black, almost like she has no eyes, that they are just pure darkness. And you see her skin glow red, like she is on fire. And she says, I was simply using an illusion spell to hide my less humanoid appearance. I know that not every place likes tieflings, and this being an island off of the mainland, I wasn't sure what to expect for diversity. I'm sorry that I misled you.
Do I still have my soul?
I don't take souls. I am but a tiefling, but
Oh,
I
that was like an
understand
internal-
that fear.
That was like I was checking myself, like to make sure that, you know.
Yeah, as far as you
Checking
can
your
tell, nothing
pockets.
has happened. Like, Khalas was being really hesitant about revealing herself and eventually said, all right, I'll show you what I look like. And she looks pretty demonic. But you could understand that, like, Geldloth, from your point of view, like, how many tieflings have you seen before?
I don't know. How rare are they?
Well, how rare are they in your location? Like, where Geldloth is from?
Do you
Please hold.
remember where Geldloth is from?
They're everywhere.
What are you inciting? Taylor. What's the insight for?
Himself, he's trying to see if he knows the answer or not.
Do I know? How do I feel about tieflings?
Just I don't know everything she's saying.
Okay.
The whole shebang.
Ayre stares at her for a minute and then just her mouth in a line. Nods once.
Geldloth, you get the sense that she is being honest, and also seems to be embarrassed, by, like, having to reveal these things. You definitely get a lot of sense of embarrassment.
Okay.
And a bit of fear, probably. And she says, look, I know that not everyone likes tieflings. They call us demon spawn and what have you. But I really mean no harm.
I mean, have you seen me? I'm fucking shimmering purple.
Yes, I understand. You're quite beautiful. I know that in areas in the mainland, many people worship Dragonborn, and in some cases, Dragonborn is seen as royalty.
I'm not sure I'm too keen on being fetishized.
I'm just saying, it's not fetishizing you.
Fetishish.
Fetishizing. Fetishizing.
Oh, I want cheese.
All right.
But with that, Khalas says, well, do we want to
Are the boots like the amulet for what's her face from Game of Thrones? It's like they added, or she just took off the boots just to show her feet off.
No, she's got hooves, but the boots look like normal human person foot shoes.
Oh, okay.
Like they're supposed to be like a foot with toes and everything.
So it's like those sandals with like animal footprints on them.
Yeah, you know what? She's got like the boots that have the toes in them, like they're like those weird foot sandals.
All right, so she's
Just
she's Ron DeSantis
yeah, sure.
with his high heel boots.
Except the high heels are just hooves and her cloven feet. She's like, can I put my boots back on?
I mean, you didn't have to take them off in the first place.
Well, had to remove the illusion spell.
Oh, okay.
And when you see like the illusion spell, the boots, like they did look like just normal human boots. But then when she cast the spell, they kind of changed into more of like a tube, I guess is probably what it would look like, huh? But she pulls them back up and then recasts her illusion spell. And they look back like human feet.
So this is just some other person. This isn't actually Khalas?
I mean, this is Khalas.
Or it is Khalas. Okay. We haven't met.
We did meet in the forest.
The forest. And you've had her around for 3 sleeps.
Okay, but it actually is Khalas, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I approve.
She puts her glasses back on. She does her illusion spells to calm her flames and make
You
her
want a
feet look
potion?
normal. Potion of what?
I don't know. I got a lot of them. Take your pick.
I'm
Just
good.
reach in and think of a potion, and then whatever comes, you get.
Okay. I like pink. Let's think of a pink potion. Is there a pink potion?
I don't know. Roll a 1d8.
There's also all those vials of liquid in the drug den that you're staying in.
Oh my god, it's the gender reveal potion.
She got a potion of gaseous form.
Okay.
Wait, I forgot what that is. I have it written down somewhere, like the description and what it is. But I just say, congratulations, you got the fuzzy one.
Oh, thanks.
It just looks like static in a bottle.
All right. You sure you don't want to keep this?
I have too many. If I chugged them all, it would be a crazy night.
That is true. That's not medically advised.
Speaking of crazy nights, we need to check on oh god, what's her name?
MacGuffin.
Fammal?
No,
Tara?
No.
Sorry, what did I do?
yeah, Tara's the one that's getting hung, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a little shopping to do, and I want to check on Tara's house and see if there is anything suspicious.
Ah, okay.
Not seem like a thing she would be involved in.
Right. Well, we best be off then.
But for real, I gave her the gaseous form potion.
And woo! You guys make your way downtown. Moving fast. I assume. Unless there's anything else you want to do in the den.
Homebound?
Yeah. Except not homebound.
Well, the faces are homebound.
No.
Let's see here. And you actually, I don't know if Lithius, you are still flying around. It's probably been over 10 minutes. I don't know if you want to cast fly again, but.
No, I think Lithius, that's the thing that I think Lithius lands in the area, and I wanted to buy that foldable boat while I was here.
Yeah.
I lost my emergency one out at sea, so.
I mean, that's
Another boat to abandon.
So yeah, I think maybe what Lithius is doing is taking a very, very long time to purchase this boat and kind of trying to malinger around the tavern to see if they leave again.
Boom.
I'm on a boat.
It's going fast and got enough.
Okay. As you come down to the marketplace, timing works out, and you see 3 familiar people turn down the street.
Oh,
Geldloth, Ayre, Khalas, you all see Lithius unless he's trying to hide. But Lithius, you definitely see them.
Nope. If anything, I'm trying to be like suspiciously insight, so that way I can catch Jay. But well, maybe not suspiciously. Like
I have a passive perception of 18. Do I see him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I sneak up on him?
Roll sneak.
Sneak.
Lithius, what is your passive?
my passive what?
Perception.
14.
Income. What's your passive income?
14.
How many revenue
14.
streams do you have?
Okay. You see Ayre and Khalas. You don't see Jim. Jim, you can sneak up on him if you want.
I will. Is he going to approach the other two?
Oh, hey guys. Step forward a few feet.
And I'll come up behind him and go, who you following?
Jesus.
Jeez.
Roll for initiative. You've been surprised, motherfucker.
Can I use my reaction to cast like bolt?
I cast counterspell. Staff of Pythons. You've been snared.
You follow Jesus? Okay. With that, we will go to Chaos Party.
Solo chaos. I don't
Woo!
think Fammal is involved here. I'll take the entire blame.
I'm outside. I can't even see through the window, so.
So, here we are.
Probably wondering how I got in this position.
I brought you all here today for this very important meeting.
You're gathered here today in regards to a death.
In memoriam of Xerix.
Holy matrimony.
Dearly beloved.
Because one of us couldn't stay alive.
One of us had to follow the other one. Not saying who. Xerix. Oh man.
Hey, Fammal, you were down here on the lower level.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Xerix, you are hidden in the chimney right here. You hear Yostin look out the window. And then you hear footsteps. Gives his whole, it'll be fun tomorrow. Yeah, blah, 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 whatever. Stupid speech.
Monologue.
To himself, like a crazy person. And then you hear footsteps. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna use my ghostly gaze to look through the wall, see if there's anybody beyond this wall. Just to like
You
get a good
see
idea.
3 bodies. You see the Victoria lady right here, and you see 2 heavily armored and weaponized guards. Weaponized? They are carrying weapons. They are armed and maybe dangerous.
They have 2 arms.
They have 2 arms.
To which to
Weaponized
slap me
sword.
around.
They have many carpals.
And how many tunnels? Okay, well, he's got his illusion to look like a chimney. You said he stepped up to the window and he's like kind of
Yeah, he
talking
had
to
stepped
himself.
up here and said that stuff to him that you overheard. And then he went and sat. You heard footsteps. And with your sight, you see him sitting here at this desk.
Oh, fucker. I just want to stab him. But Xerix isn't a stabby person anymore. He's changed his ways.
Is he though?
He found Jesus.
He finally found his cult.
Ooh,
Aw.
mystery
Found a
murders.
form of Jesus. Well, he's still gonna do what he was going to do, even if it's not gonna be as epic as he thought in his head. And he will very quietly step out from the illusion.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll stealth?
Roll a stealth for me.
Okay. I have advantage because I have my boots of elven kind.
I thought you started to say avocado.
Because of avocado.
I have my avocado, which gives me advantage on stealth.
Ooh, okay. You are stealth. Is your illusion of the fireplace still up?
It lasts 1 minute.
Oh,
So
Oh, see ya.
Bye.
avocado feet.
the illusion's over.
Okay. You've probably got like what? 30 seconds left of the illusion?
All right. Well, he's not hidden behind there anymore. He's going to speak to Yostin in his
What'd he say?
sultry Ithnagith voice and cast suggestion.
What does he say?
Limited to a sentence or two. He's going to say, oh jeez. Go to the town guard in order to clear Terra McClire of the crime. Speak to no one about this interaction. I believe it's a wisdom saving throw. C16.
He succeeded. I'm trying to read if there's anything that happens. He knows that you cast something on him.
Yep. At his success, I'll
So
cast
you
silvery barbs.
say, do you get to know that he succeeds?
I don't know. This spell says the target is a creature you can see within 60 feet of you that succeeds on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. So how else would you know if they succeeded on any of those things except for an attack roll? How would you know they succeeded on a saving throw?
The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it pursues the course of action described to the best of its ability.
Normally the game just tells you if they...
Well, no, because there's certain spells that will say you know if it fails or something. Interesting. It doesn't really say that you get to know if it succeeds or not. So you kind of stand there and wait for him to do the action, as it were, right?
I guess.
And he looks at you. You're welcome to roll an insight if you like.
Okay.
But he looks at you, and you haven't. You're kind of waiting for him to say something or do something. He isn't showing shock. And he quickly picks up the dagger on his desk, the paper letter, and he says, "Victoria, help!"
Oh.
And he stabs himself in the shoulder, and blood
Okay.
spurts out across you, and he collapses to the ground.
So, do I know if he's
And as
succeeded?
he's going down, your insight sees him smiling. He has a big grin on his face as he does this. And we'll go ahead and go to the turn order.
So, did I cast the silvery barbs or not? Because it's kind of important to know.
No.
Okay, so I still have 2 spell slots left.
Basically, you were waiting for him to confirm that suggestion. Like 3 seconds have gone by, and he does this. If you can cast silvery barbs after that
Well,
3 seconds.
Well,
But
it's,
it kind of defeats the purpose of silvery barbs if you don't know if it succeeds or not. Okay, well, we'll just do initiative. I won't cast it, because I'm a warlock. Spell slots are very important to me.
turn order. There. Okay. Let me put this in order. So that was Yostin's turn. He is on the ground, screaming. He has stabbed himself. Xerix, what would you like to do? You are no longer stealth for him, but
Well, what a dick.
Fammal, you hear screaming above you. You hear a muffled, "Victoria! Help! Oh! I'm an assassin!" I have you in the turn order, Fammal, as well. You are hearing this up above you. But Xerix, what would you like to do?
Well, I'll just Misty Step out of the window.
Okay. You have these windows here that you're able to see out of.
Yep. I'm within 30 feet, and I'll Misty Step. Well, I can't move my token out there, but yeah.
They weren't locked, so you should be able to access them, but okay. This window is also opened. And down below, this is the balcony. And then down below this balcony is the other where Fammal is. So you are like, what did I say? Like 20 feet up? 25 feet up or something?
I think it was about 20 feet.
20 feet.
I had to use a rope to get up here.
Yeah. You have more movement if you would like, or if there's anything else you'd like to do.
No, I can't do that. Well, you'll jump out the window.
Okay.
Then,
Where are you going to try and land? Go ahead and give me a acrobatics. And tell me where you're trying to land. If you're trying to land near Fammal, or if you're trying to land more on the ground.
oops, I don't have advantage, so it's normal.
Okay.
That's 11.
So that's an 11?
Yeah.
Where are you trying to land?
Well, next to Fammal, since, that's not like X amount of feet above the ground, or where I'm
Okay.
from. So
You. Hold on. Map. It's a big map. You land here, and you aren't able to quite catch your landing, and you take what's the fall damage?
a D6
2d8, right? Or
per,
2d6?
a D6 per feet fallen, 10 feet. 1d6 per.
Okay, so you fell 20 feet. So that's 2. So it's 8 fall damage.
Cool.
But you
cool.
land next to Fammal. You basically hit this lip here, but you're able to catch yourself. Anything else you'd like to do?
In the telepathic voice, Xerix will say to Fammal, "Run," and continue
Shit,
my
don't have to tell me
descent.
twice.
Fly, you fools.
I will also jump down.
Continue my descent down using more of my movement.
Okay. Not that one. Whoops. Rain. Okay. You guys are outside. Victoria.
Oh, I don't. Did I fall the rest of the way?
Oh, were you trying to fall the rest of the way? Just like let
Yeah.
go?
Yeah, just keep
Okay.
going.
Yeah. I would say yeah, you fell. You take another. Well, go ahead and give me. Did you give me a another acrobatics? Try and catch yourself. Ooh.
Whoa, I don't have inspiration. Okay, I'll just take it.
Wait, what about that rope? Isn't it still attached? Or would he not think to grab that?
I'm assuming he probably with that one, he definitely forgot that rope was there. And so he takes another 8.
Okay.
I rolled pretty low. But yeah, you are on the ground. There. Okay, Victoria.
Oh, I'm still going. I'm still trying to resolve.
You still have movement?
Oh yeah, I've moved like 10 feet so far.
Okay.
I mean, the fall doesn't really count because I'm not moving my movement, but so I have 20 more feet to go in the direction that I thought we showed up in.
Yeah,
Do
because
I-
you used Misty Step. That's right. You used Misty Step to get through that window. So that didn't use your movement. 10 feet, and then fell, and then fell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what direction is where we came from to
You guys
infiltrate this
came
place?
from over here, from this corner.
Can't see that.
Uh,
Oh, north. Okay.
this way.
Oh yeah. I will move 20 feet, and then I'll use my action to dash, move an additional 30.
Okay.
There, that's my turn.
Okay. Right, that's a thing. City guard. Guard. God, this map is huge. Discard. Jesus Christ. This map is huge. Why?
You picked it.
I picked it because I wasn't sure if he was just gonna do a run around the castle or what all I needed to prepare. This guy's gonna come running to the screaming. Family, you see a guard below you. He's not on you, but he's below you.
Did they see me?
He probably doesn't see you yet. He's kind of looking around this area. And he's looking, like, trying to look up, see if the windows are okay. He's just running towards the noise. Fammal. Fammal, you are still stealthed.
Yep. I'm assuming if I jump down and run, I won't be.
Yeah.
Probably watching him run that way, and then immediately seeing a guard. I'm just going to sit where I am and try to catch up with them later, until I have an opening to get out of here.
Okay. Out. Fammal, you all begin to hear some sort of bell ringing. You hear more voices off in the distance as a bell ding 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 goes off. At Xerix.
He will continue going towards the spot that we showed up at.
Okay. You're gonna need to do an athletics to climb the wall. Again.
How high is the wall?
The wall was, God, what was it? It was like 40 feet or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Remember there was a lot of climbing. Okay. You get to here, and you get about halfway up the wall. You're not
Okay.
able to just clear it yet.
And then, since I get 20 feet up, I'm gonna Misty Step my rest of the way up.
Okay.
So I'm at the top.
Step up at the top. You are at the top of the wall. You see that it is just straight cliff, rocky cliff, and way down below is the ocean.
Well,
This is like, oh man, God, it was like super high. You guys had to climb for a while.
did we?
I'm gonna
I don't
say it's
remember.
like 100 feet. It's probably
Okay.
bigger than 100 feet, but I'm gonna say 100 feet.
Okay. Well, Xerix is gonna say a prayer and jump into the water, or attempt to.
Okay. Jesus, give me survival.
Oh, what would you like on your headstone?
It's only what, like 10d6?
He fell as he lived, young, wild, and free.
And I'm free falling.
It's 1d6 per 10 feet, right? Or
Correct.
yeah, so it's 10d6. So advanced roller.
It's an average of like 35 damage.
You can handle it. Okay. Roll. You take 31 bludgeoning damage, water
Okay.
damage. But you make it into the ocean. You like belly flop a little bit. but you can tell that you're still alive.
Okay.
Unless you're not. That Xerix is gone. Xerix, Oria, City Guard. This City Guard is going to run this way. Full speed ahead. That's it for his turn. Fammal.
I'm going to start making my way towards where we came from and towards where that guard went.
Okay.
So I'm gonna jump down and try to stealthily work my way towards there.
Are you gonna use the rope? Or are you gonna just jump down like Xerix did?
Yeah, I'm just gonna use the rope because I don't want to make too much noise.
Okay. So, first roll, give me an athletics. Fantastic. Next roll, give me a stealth. Hell yeah.
I'm not doing very well with the rope, but
No, you find your balance and you are able to slide down rope. You maybe have a little bit of burning on your hands, but you are quietly able to go down. You land in these bushes here. You are still stealth. What would you like to do? I didn't use any of your movement, so.
would me trying to dash unstealth me, or because I think that's I'm either walking or dashing.
Go ahead and move your token where you'd like, or if you're hanging out. You do see
Can
that there
I-
are several bushes
Can I dash?
around.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
I'm working with a little screen here, so I've got to do this. That was 40 feet, I think that was.
Those
Oh,
30 feet.
Sweet.
You could go your full dash, 60. If you want to get in front of him. And with that nat 20 stealth, you are still stealth. This guy is like looking around. Thought he saw something like over here, maybe. Next is City Guard.
I'm basically just holding my breath and waiting.
Okay. This guard gets to here and looks around, but he hasn't noticed you yet. Xerix, you are able to swim still, I believe, with your swimming thing, right?
Yep.
Okay. Are you swimming to the docks? Or are you going to swim all the way back to your den?
He'll swim under the water because he can breathe underwater, and he'll go all the way to the drug den because that's a good meeting point for people. He assumes that Geldloth and Ayre are still there.
Okay. Cool. The bell's getting louder. Fammal, you hear more voices. And Xerix, you see like torches kind of lighting up on the ramparts of the castle. You can see more light is glowing from the castle as you're swimming away, going underwater. Fammal. This guard hasn't noticed you, but there is a guard real close to you. What would you like to do?
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just reading my thing here. Don't know if I could use that or if I should just hunker down and wait here for the guards to move on.
You want to wait?
Yeah, because there's no way I'm getting up that wall and them not seeing me.
Okay. This city guard is going to get closer. This area. He looks at the wall. He looks up at it, and then he heads back this way. This one is going to here, run this way, and then you hear, "I found rope! There's rope! That's how they got in! Find them!" It is your turn. As you hear clinking coming behind you.
Oh, great. Okay. I'm going to scooch up to the wall.
Okay.
And I'm going to do my best to get up it as quickly as possible.
Okay. Go ahead and give me, if you're trying to be quick, you need to do the athletics. To climb up it. If you're trying to be quiet, you'll need to give me a stealth first. Damn. Wow, you are lizard quiet.
I'm very quiet. Why?
Okay, you get up most of the way. Your fingertips are just hanging off of the lip of the wall. You are able to pull yourself up if you like, or you can just kind of hang out. There is kind of a nice little bush here that is giving you some cover. What would you like to do?
Well, you said I'm at the lip of the wall, right?
Yeah.
I'll just try to pull myself up.
Okay. You are up at the top, and you see that it is a very long fall down the waters below.
I'm going to try to kind of quickly climb down.
Okay. We will do that
Do
for
my best to
the
do that.
next turn then. This guard. Is this one running this way? This one starts to head this way. And it is your turn. If you're going to climb down, go ahead and give me another stealth. But you and an athletics. Perfect. Oh yeah, you were able to climb down. You see that it is a very steep cliffside. Remember, there was a lot of climbing needed. Or you can just fall if you like. You do see off in the distance over here a little body. Actually, you probably wouldn't see it because he's swimming under the water, so you wouldn't see Xerix.
Yeah, I'll just fall the rest of the way.
Okay. Give me a survival. Jesus Christ.
I may not be very smart.
You're not very smart.
So, 28, but you only take half with that fantastic survival, which is 14. So you only take 14 bludgeoning as you hit the water. You are in the water.
Okay, cool. I am a little upset, but I will start swimming back to the den.
Okay. You guys will get there, but we'll go ahead and go back to the shopping people at the shopping district. Get there. Eee. Bring you guys in. Okay. You guys see that there are several stores. There are several stores that are open, closed, what have you. As you guys walk through the Wolf District, you see that half of the shops seem closed. Some are boarded up. Some are burned down, like there were fires. And others have signs that say they are closed until further notice. But some stores still seem to be open for business. Some customers quickly going inside and coming out with their goods needed. Those stores that are open seem quite busy. Would you four people like to do? Ayre, Jim, and Lucas.
I
I'm just kind of tagging along. I have got some stuff, but it's not a whole lot to sell. I don't think.
Are you wanting to try and sell it?
Probably, but I don't know. I asked if anyone else. Yeah. Definitely the last four. I don't know about the other two.
Okay. If you guys want to walk into a store, there's quite a line, but you hear conversations about just people waiting in line, talking about the hanging tomorrow. You hear people talking about the increase in police force and guards throughout the city, about the nobody's solved the disappearance of people. People are still disappearing. You hear just different kinds of rumors and gossip as you wait in line. Finally, you guys get to the shopkeep, and we'll go ahead and go through that shopping list. Did Xerix give you guys like a shopping list and things he was wanting to sell?
I think so. He would have kept the Ring of Swimming for Fammal and the Ring of the Raven, just because he's attuned to it. And he needed the quick escapes if he needed to like get around fast. But I think everything else I can post which the items that you wanted to sell and buy. And his money. You can have his money. He's not going to need that.
Okay.
And if he dies, then you can have his money.
Let's see here. So, do you want to do the selling first or the buying first? I'll go ahead and have you included in the Xerix. I know you're not here, but they're essentially buying for you. So do you want to do your selling first? Since I know you had a lot to buy and sell.
Oh my god, I've been muted this whole time.
Yes, you have. And we
Oh
couldn't
my
tell if
God.
you had been muted because you were muted.
So I posted what Taylor had posted for Geldloth's list and what I had posted for Ayre's list. I would sell first. Also, I need to exchange my money for less heavy money.
Yeah, okay. You're able to exchange your money for less heavy money. If you like, we can go through the buying stuff first and then the selling.
Everything is 100 for the next one up, right?
Yes. Okay. So, Xerix, your Rod of the Pact Keeper. They do have a +3/1 for 19,600 gold.
Mm-hmm.
They also have a +1 and a +2 if for a cheaper price if you would like to be interested in those. But 19,600.
I figured we should have done the selling first so we had some cash to buy the things. But
Okay.
two.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh,
That we should sell things first.
well, if I
Up.
before we sell things, I have like 2,100. Wait, no. 2,200. 22,000. Sorry, 22,000 gold. That I can buy stuff with. Plus another 21.
So you're trying to sell feathers. Uh. Catalog. Sure. Just open it. Thank you. This screen. Okay. Tell me what you want to sell, and I will tell you the cost, because all that stuff that I think Taylor had sent was like last minute, and then we had to do other things. So I don't have that on my list.
Oh, well, I don't really have a whole lot.
Staff of Python. Oh my god, staff.
Like I said, I really don't need to. I don't have to sell it. It was mainly if just nobody wanted it and we had the ability to sell it.
You have the ability to sell it right now. Does not necessarily guarantee that you will have the ability later on to sell it. I'll leave it up to you. If you want to be a hoarder, or if you want to try and see what you can get. Just copy all of this. This is all what you're trying to sell. Great. Okay.
I guess I'll keep it.
You want to keep the Staff of Python?
Oh, never mind. It requires attunement by a cleric, druid, or warlock. I am none of those. So, unless somebody else speaks up, I am getting rid of the Staff of Giant Constrictor that you can telepathically control.
I think the only one that could use it is Xerix.
You've got enough snakes in your team right now.
Staff of Python, he is offering 200 gold for it. If you'd like to sell it or not.
I guess, yeah.
Okay. 200 gold. The Owlbeak feathers he's offering 30 silver for.
I know what I got.
The silver bars. Jesus, silver bars.
Yes. 1 pound.
How much would silver bars be worth?
About
Worth their
250.
weight in silver.
I guess probably if it's like 1 pound is like 100 silver.
So 1 gold.
Yeah, so 1 gold. Like it's silver. Gold nuggets. 1 pound of gold nuggets. He's offering probably something like 100 gold for the 1 pound of gold nuggets. So it's 1 plat.
Okay.
Platinum bullion. He is offering 99 plat.
What a cheap bastard.
Wooden box of spices. He's offering 15 silver.
Okay.
And you're keeping the feathers and the beak?
I don't know. Does anyone want
Gonna make
Silver
a cute plushie.
handkerchief. He is offering 15 copper.
Silver handkerchief? The silk
Or
handkerchief?
silk handkerchief with purple and gold. He's offering 15 copper. The gold bracelets. He's offering 50 silver. Quicksilver. I assume in a flask. He says, we don't take that. That's like a for one of the magic shops or something. I think that's for casting. The amethyst. Let's see here. Amethyst. He is offering 34 gold.
Okay.
Red crystals. He's offering 10 copper. He doesn't know what that is.
I'll take it to like the alchemist or something. The spell or the alchemist place.
Okay.
Same
And
with
then he's
same with the owlbear.
offering. Okay. The owlbear beak and the feathers. For the 20 shiny green feathers, he is offering 10 silver.
I'll keep those and the crystals
Uh,
and the quicksilver, obviously.
Totes.
So 34.
Xerix was looking at selling these things, there were no takers.
No take, only throw.
Rapier. Jesus. For the rapier +1, he is willing to take it off her hands for 100. He's willing to give you 100 gold for it.
Sounds good.
For the dagger, he's willing to give you a gold for the dagger.
Okay.
Leather armor. He's willing to give you 30 gold for the leather armor. Cloak of Protect.
But also Cloak of Attack.
The Cloak of Protection, he's willing to give you 300 for it. And Pyro Converter. For the Pyro Converter, he's willing to give you 100 gold for that. Was there anything else that needed to be sold?
I don't think so.
Okay. You guys have that all tallied?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm just adding up mine really quick.
okay.
Oh, I guess mine doesn't need to be added.
So Xerix, again, he's got the Rod of the Pack Keeper +3 for 19,600 gold. He does have a cheaper +1 version and a +2 version in stock as well.
He'll take the +3.
Okay. 19,600 gold, please. He does have a pearl. The pearl is valued at 140 gold pieces. He's got 4 available.
140?
Uh-huh.
Even though I want one for 100?
He does not have any 100s in stock. He only has
Okay.
140 and a 200 and a 600. But he's got 4 of these 140s.
Man, those pearls.
Should've
Yeah,
just rolled it
take
off.
it.
Spell scrolls. He does have a spell scroll of Detect Magic for 45. He's got 3 of these available, 45 gold pieces.
I just need one.
Okay. He's does not have a Find Familiar spell. He does have an Unseen Servant for 80 gold pieces.
How does he know?
I writ all of these down. So this is like what I was doing last session. Like, as my prep, I was going through and figuring out what the shops, what the economy is like in the area, and calculating like inventory and price and everything. And if he has it, if he doesn't. And I say he, but it's like the whole marketplace, the stores that are open. This is what you're able to find. But so, the Unseen Servant, yes, he's got 2. They're 80 gold. He's got the Augury, second Augury. Yes, he has it. It's 45 gold pieces and 45 for the scroll, 45 pieces, gold pieces for the stuff. He does not have a Silence. He does not have Leomund's Tiny Hut. He does have Phantom Steed. It's 85 gold. He's got 4 available. He's got he does not have the 4th Divination Scroll, but if you're just wanting the stuff, he's selling incense for 5 silver pieces and a sacrificial animal for 45 gold pieces.
If he doesn't have the scroll, I don't need the stuff.
Okay.
So okay, I've got 2,600 gold left.
Okay. Fammal, you are able to find the Bow of Conflagration. He has one available. The store has one available for 18,850 gold. If you want to purchase that or tell your friends to purchase that. And he does have a Corpse Slayer short sword for 8,200 gold.
Oof.
So the things that Fammal wanted.
I don't know how to calculate my money very well here. But I definitely don't have any of that.
If you let it know to your party, they could maybe try and group their money together at the end of the sales and try and buy you those things. If those are things you really want.
Can you write it in the chat?
No.
With the costs.
I cannot.
Okay, now.
What I'm using, maybe it'll work.
Well, those were more just hopes anyway, so the only other thing that I think I would want is like some kind of health items.
There. It still looks weird, but that works.
How much is a platinum?
100 gold.
Yeah.
I have 204 platinum pieces. Let me pull out a calculator here.
That's 20,400.
I do have this,
It's
I'll go ahead and
20,000
post it
GP.
in chat. There's this converter if you ever need it.
It sucks, because then I can't say if only there were an accountant here.
Do you have an accountant? Staff of Striking, is that something you wanted to look at?
Yeah.
Okay. This out of here. Search. Staff of Strike. Staff of Striking. That will be 46,000 gold.
For the chat.
He has one available.
Oh my god.
Okay. Holy water, a flask. It's 25 gold per flask. He's got 8 flasks available.
Oh, 1 second. Let me get into the thing.
Okay.
He said he has 8, and
Yeah.
there's...
And they're 25 each. 25 gold each. And it's a flask. And the flask is what? 10 ounces?
Okay.
Wow. Okay. So you put on here a diamond at least 50 gold. He does not have any diamonds worth 50 gold, but he does have a large transparent diamond worth 3,750 gold, and he has 2 tiny worn, chipped, well, not chipped, but worn dirty diamonds. They're not as polished, for 93 gold.
I'll take one of those. So they're
Okay.
93 each, right?
Yeah, 93 gold each for the 2 tiny worn ones. Dirty
I'll
ones.
just take one of them.
Okay. Augury bones. He's got those. You're able to find those. There's a merchant that's selling that. A set of augury bones is 25 gold. Wow. Pair of platinum rings, at least 50 gold each. You find a merchant that has a set that they're trying to get rid of they're giving you a discount of 72 gold. It's a marriage set that was for a family, but they never showed up to pick it up.
Oh, that's so sad. So the discounted rate is 72, or
Yes.
giving the discount is 72 and then it charges a lot?
He's giving you a discount of 72 gold for these 2 platinum rings. And he guarantees they are worth like 50 gold each. Like you'll have your money. They're platinum, so they're worth more, but
Sure.
he's giving
Okay.
them to you for 72. You look at the rings and they're both inscribed, and one says, "You're my forever," and the other says, "You're my forever, dear Evelyn." You find butter. It's 2 gold per pound for butter. Wow. Bread. You put bread. There's 10 loaves. There's a rye loaf for 2 silver. There's a manchette loaf for 1 gold, and there's a wheaten loaf for 4 silver pieces. There's 10 loaves.
Can you say the money again? I'm sorry.
Yeah. I guess I'll see if I can just copy paste this. Too weird. I'll put it in the Discord chat. It should make sense. You'll figure it out.
No cheese grater.
How much does he have of the loaves?
He has 10 loaves left from the day. And the baker says, like, I'm not gonna be open tomorrow. Don't know. I don't know if any place is gonna be open tomorrow.
Quantities per, like, which loaf, so I don't know which ones I have to pick.
Sure, yeah. So there's 4 rye, and then there's 3 manchette and 3 wheaten.
Okay.
Nobody likes rye, so there's always more of that. And then there is potion of healing. A good healthy amount of inventory for the potion seller. You find it from that lizard guy who gave you the shady potions last time. There's 10 potions of healing. It's 70 gold per common. Let's see here. It's 10 total. There's 1 rare. What's this? Copy. Paste. That makes sense. go. 10 total potions of healing. There's 6 that are the common, the basic healing. They're 70 gold each. He's got 3 uncommon for 435 gold, and he's got 1 rare potion of healing for 1,088 gold. Is there anything else you guys are wanting?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
No boat.
Staff of Striking. 40, only 46,000 gold. That's a great deal. Listen, you never know when you need Staff of Striking.
How much, Best I can do. There's 31,000 and some slippers of spider climbing.
No, I can't accept that deal. Slippers are not really useful in the aquatic areas. And that's worth like 500 gold at the most.
Depends on the person.
Do you have anything better?
You have any use for some scales from a gym dragon?
Dragon scales. Ooh, dragon scale male, 15, 16 gold. But that's only if it's made. This is from you.
Yeah.
Looks you up and down. He says,
I
all right,
shimmer.
I could maybe say 40,000. 40,000 gold for Staff of Striking with your scales.
All
You
of my
give me your
scales.
scales and the boots, the spider boots.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Ah, that is truly a shame. I guess I'll give this Staff of Striking to those strikers.
I guess she'll have to.
They've been pooling their money or something. I don't know. Buying lots of things. Now that they're unemployed. Anything else anyone wants to buy?
What about a staff of thunder and lightning?
You didn't put a price or a no next to cheese. Does he have cheese?
Oh, you're right. Oh, cheese. Cheese, ham and cheese on rye.
Boat's a
Roast
boat.
goat and cheese.
Boxed at the end.
Cheese Danish.
Omelette du fromage.
Cheeses. Yes, here we go. He has per half pound. He has a half pound of cheddar. He has 2 pounds of Parmesan. And 3 pounds of specialty. The cheddar is 5 gold per half pound. The Parmesan is 15 silver per half pound.
But you said you had 2 pounds of that, right?
Of the Parmesan, yes.
Okay.
So it's 15 silver per half pound for the Parmesan. And then he's got 3 pounds of the specialty. And the specialty is 4 gold pieces per half pound.
Okay, so
1 cheddar. 3 parm. No, 2 parm.
yes. 3, so that's 4 times 6. It's 5, it's 29. So that becomes, I go 5. And we have silver, gold.
The specialty cheese is I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, raclette. A raclette Swiss.
Okay. Two. 3. Yeah. 8.
You're asking for a staff
I'm
of
gonna.
thunder and lightning.
Either that or the wraps of like 2 or 3.
Okay.
You're gonna leave?
I'm gonna take 3 of those potions, just the common ones.
Okay. The healings.
Yeah, the healing potions.
Okay, so there's 3 left. Does the party have enough money to purchase Fammal? The 2 things she's wanting?
Adding. You'll have to give me a minute.
Okay. No worries.
6. After his
How
thing,
much?
you can use 2,000 of his gold.
Let's see.
Okie dokie. I think the only thing I'm gonna be able to afford at all would be the Corpse Slayer.
3, 4, 5, 6,
You have how much monies?
8, 12, 20. 3.
Oh, folding boat. Yes, yes.
20.
Folding boot. Staff of Thunder and Lightning is 40,000 gold pieces. And your wraps. Thunders and lights. 40k. Japa. Wraps.
64. 81. 68. 61, 27, 59.
No, we just gotta aim high.
And another 8. And then 5. And 9. Okay. How many healing potions you say were left?
There's 3 common, 3 uncommon, and 1 rare.
That would be... Oops. I'll take all of them.
Okay.
6,
Gone.
87,
Lizard man
and then
sells his inventory and closes shop. Blood Fury. I'm not seeing a Blood Fury spell. So you're not able to find the Blood Fury spell. Your wraps of unarmed +3 are 15,000 gold. Boat, folding boat. Folding boat is 8,000 gold.
Oh, perfect. I would like to buy that. I have 9,000.
The old man selling it says, "Of course, here you go. I guarantee it works." You know, people thought I was crazy bringing these and selling them, and everyone's like, "We can't get off the island." And I'd say, "I have a boat," and I hand him it. He hands you this tiny, it looks like wood shavings, like it's origami but folded out of wood, and it fits in like your pocket. And he's like, I keep telling them, here's a boat, and then they just laugh at me. They're like, "I don't want a toy."
I would like to imagine Lithius used to have one of these. Can I inspect it to make sure it's legit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, is that Arcana or Investigate?
Probably be Arcana. This object appears as a wooden box that measures 12 inches long, 6 inches wide, and 6 inches deep. It weighs 4 pounds and floats. It can be opened to store items inside. It has 3 command words, and you get the sense with that Arcana roll that this is legit. Like, and it seems to be like in really good condition too. And the old man's just like, "Yeah, I can't believe it. Like, I just have rich people coming in and purchasing these as toys for their children. And I'm just like, that's really dangerous. Like, you can't just be giving these to children."
Has he kicked the tires on it yet?
That's a liability in my books. And I try and tell the parents, like, that's not what this is. This isn't a toy. This is a proper aquatic equipment. This is an aquatic vehicle. And they just laugh in my face.
I think the price tag wouldn't apply as much, but you know,
right?
I don't judge.
Dang, these rich people. They think it's high quality toy. Yeah, he's got like 2 more in stock if you wanted to buy 2 more boats.
How much are they?
8,000 gold.
perfect world, I think it'd be nice to have more.
I'll take one too.
We
Let's
each have
see,
our boat to
so-
abandon.
Exactly.
Potion of speed.
Speedy Gonzalez. Potion.
Now I can't wait to be in the middle of a land combat and just unfold my giant boat on top of all of this.
Just summon boat.
Okay, so we spell.
Like the
Potion.
Jason Momoa lawn chair meme, except for it's your boat in the middle of a desert. Or the jungle.
Potion of speed is 6,000 gold. And there's 2.
And the wraps were how much, sorry?
The wraps were 15,000 gold.
Okay.
There's only one folding boat left. Old man actually said, like, you know what? These are selling like hotcakes. I better keep one for myself. He's gonna close shop.
I will buy Fammal the sword.
Okay. The sword is the 8,200.
Oh, Taylor walked me through the actual conversion. I have enough to buy the bow for myself.
Nice.
Okay.
I was doing the conversion wrong.
I will buy the sword. Which will leave me with that much of those.
I've been wondering about this. So, in the magical items, you have Elven Chain found by Lithius. And I started with an Elven Chain. Like, I picked that with the money I began the game with.
Mm-hmm.
Did we find another one? I don't recall.
I don't recall either. I'm gonna assume maybe that's just yours.
Okay. That's what I thought too, but then I read it today and began to doubt it. Began to question, I guess.
I'm sorry, one more time. You said 16,000 or 15,000? For
The wraps? The wraps are 15,000 gold.
Okay. I'll take the wraps.
Okay.
And then you said the potions of speed were 6,000?
Potion of speed, 6,000. Yes.
Are there 2?
There are 2.
I'll take 2.
That'll be 6,000 each.
I have 4,000 for if anyone else wants anything.
I'm looking really quick.
Oh. I'll sell the spider climbing boots. Slippers.
Oh, you're wanting to sell those?
Yeah.
The guy offered you
500.
500.
That's fine. Unless someone else wants spider climbing shoes. Does he have any like sick stickers that I can put on my staff?
Just stickers?
Yeah, like, you know, like I visited this hellhole. That was this lousy sticker.
Sure. Yeah. He's got a sticker that says honk if you conceal carry. He's got a sticker that says potion surplus slippies. Only potion surplus of all Moonshade Isles.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I have a bag of holding. I don't think there's a thing for it. Oh, I think I just was keeping track of it in my... Yeah, okay. I had it in one of the things in my character sheet.
Okay.
How many potions can you chug at one time?
Holding?
I'm sorry, Amanda, what was that?
Does he have bag of holding?
Shopkeeper having bag of holding? Let's see. So you find one gentleman who is selling 2 bags of holding for 50 plat each.
Oh, I'm gonna also sell the staff of Python.
Staff of Python, 200 gold. Is what you can get for it.
Tina,
Perfect.
so cute, Tina.
Sold.
Helm of Comprehending Languages. That sounds like fun.
Helm of Comprehending Languages will be 5 platinum.
Okay, I will buy it. Does anybody want a bag of holding? I don't know if anybody else has one.
Fine. Just also remind
Buy
her
what?
that bag of holding.
Why would you need a bag of holding when you can have a boat of holding?
Real quick, Xerix has comprehend languages if you don't want to use your money. But you can if you want.
It's pretty cheap. Wait, do I have a hat already? Hang on.
You can use the helmet, but
Stack
only if
them
you
up.
act like you're only if you act like you're Professor X. Whenever you put it on.
I believe that's actually the Helm of Telepathy.
Okay, I
Uh,
won't buy it yet. You said
So-
I was buying.
Just real quick, the folding boat. One command word causes the box to unfold into a boat 10 feet long, 4 feet wide, and 2 feet deep. The boat has 1 pair of oars, an anchor, a mast, and a lateen sail. The boat can hold up to 4 medium creatures comfortably. The second command word causes the box to unfold into a ship 24 feet long, 8 feet wide, and 6 feet deep. The ship has a deck, rowing seats, 5 sets of oars, a steering oar, an anchor, a deck cabin, and a mast with a square sail. The ship can hold 15 medium creatures comfortably. When the box becomes a vessel, its weight becomes that of a normal vessel its size, and anything that was stored in the box remains in the boat. And then the third command word causes the folding boat to fold back into a box, provided that no creatures are aboard. Any objects in the vessel that can't fit inside the box remain outside the box as it folds. Any objects in the vessel that can fit inside the box do so.
So it
So
sounds to me like you can still store objects in it. I don't see what the problem is.
you can't
Just
still
like the bag of holding.
It's true. So in 3.5, there was a folding boat, but it worked differently. It was random. You didn't always know what you got. And you had to wait an hour. So when you activated the boat, you had to wait an hour before you could, fold it back into portable box. And so there was this one time where we were like, we fell into the ocean from a pirate ship that we were part of. And we were like, oh, it's fine. We have this boat. And we used it. And we got the tiny little rowboat. And and we had to wait an hour. So like 4 people were in the boat, and then 4 people were just hanging on the outside of the boat, and we had to like tie ourselves to each other for an hour, just trying to survive like sharks and stuff, until we could finally change it back. And then it was like randomized, because it was either you're gonna get a rowboat, a giant boat, or a river raft.
Which one was Jack?
Jack is the big boat, the big sailing boat.
Okay.
Sorry, I was thinking of Jack Sparrow.
Oh.
We
I
didn't
was
have
thinking of your situation.
of our situation. Who was
Titanic.
Jack? Yeah, I got that after the fact. Ha ha.
Just a reminder for anyone that got tunable items, you can only have it 3 at a time.
Yes. With that, things are starting to wind down, and a lot more stores are starting to close.
Are there any like food vendors?
There's like one food vendor who is selling hot dogs on a stick, and he's making claims that there's no rat meat in them. 100% guaranteed, cut his own throat, there's no rat meat in them. And he's selling them for 60 gold.
Goodness. No thanks.
The price you pay for not getting rat meat.
Exactly. That's quality meat that's not rat meat. Guaranteed.
This isn't that town that we ruined the economy of.
I'm gonna. Possums are still rats.
But with this, after some time, it's like 10 now. People are starting to leave. A lot of the stores are closing down. Xerix family, you guys make it swim all the way back. And you make it back to the drug den. To lick your wounds and what have you. You see that no one else is around. Is there anything you two would like to do as you wait for the rest of your people?
When Xerix meets up with Fammal, he'll say to them, Did they see you? Did anyone suspect anything?
I don't think anybody saw me. I was as sneaky as I could be. I was silent as the night. They did not see me.
God fucking damn.
What happened in there?
He fucking stabbed himself. It's a setup. I mean, we knew it was a setup, but I mean, I don't know what they're gonna think. Like, he claimed that the assassin was in there and he stabbed himself, but like, they didn't see me at all.
Did he get a good look at you?
I mean, yes, but like, did he? I don't know if he killed himself or not. Maybe he has like, maybe he was bled out and then regenerated. I don't know. I mean, yeah, he did see me, but like nobody else saw me, so
Okay, so you're gonna have to lay low as possible, because it's his word against yours at this point.
I mean, sure. I mean, I can say I have an alibi. I have 5 or 6 other people that say that I was with you, just hanging out. I mean, if you're willing to
Sure.
lie for me, I mean,
You do have that, but this town has been very suspicious of everything that I have seen so far.
that is true. Well, I mean, I don't have to
You
go
should
to
probably let
the.
the others know.
Well, yeah, I just waited for. They'll get here. Like, this is where we'll meet, and I guess I can go do other things while you're watching some woman get hanged. That sounds like a blast, you know. Public executions. Meh. If it's
yes,
not for,
such a wondrous joy that will be.
if it's not for a god, it's not worth doing.
Okay. The rest of you, Geldloth, Ayre, Lithius, Khalas, a lot of stores are starting to close down. And then you all see people start to quickly run, and start to leave all of the stores as fast as possible, as a massive amount of guards, like 50 guards, start walking down, going through all the shops, banging on doors, stopping and questioning people. What would you guys like to do?
Not rat meat sounds pretty good.
Get a rat meat. Buy the guards rat meat.
Don't be suspicious.
Some of the guards are getting closer to you. And one of them points at Geldloth. And they say, "Hey, you! Are you guys gonna run? You gonna talk?
Amy, what?
I mean,
Come here. We need to question you."
I know
You need
we
to-
don't have a reason to run.
You need to question me.
No smart talking. Come here. And 3 other guards come by. Boop. There. Bunch of guards in the Wolf District. What's the insight for?
I don't know, just them.
They look angry and in doing a job.
Are they just picking people out, or like, does it seem like they actually have a purpose for choosing me, other than all eyes on me?
They seem to just be taking anyone and everyone that's in the streets, and they seem to be harassing everyone, as it were.
All right. Well,
They 3 guards come up to you and they'll be like, "Where are you staying? Where's your place of residence?"
I own a house.
I'm sorry, what was that?
My porter has my information, and I will.
Okay, so where are they? Why aren't you at your...
Am I the only one here? Did everyone else bail?
I don't know, did everyone else bail, or did you guys stick around with Jim?
No, I'm still here.
They're still there?
Don't make a. I mean, well, I mean, my porter is at my house. I don't make a habit of walking around town with a deed to my house. Do you have a deed to your house in your back pocket right now? You can show me.
You're not the one asking questions here. I'm the one asking questions here. God damn it. Stupid. Sorry, I was thinking of a different game.
I am the one who asks questions around here.
Yeah.
Objection!
Excuse me, I'm the one who asked questions here. Now answer their question. The guard says, like, "Where were you? Between the hours of 8 and now. Have you been in this Wolf District the entire time? Can you confirm your
8 p.m., 8 a.m.
locations?
today, 8 p.m., 8 a.m. yesterday.
We have been here. You can ask. We have bought we have our shopping bags. Look,
We just spent 5 hours.
hold up.
We just spent 5 hours harassing the shopkeeper to give us stuff. And now you're over here accosting us after we just paid, how much? Let's see, 15, 30,
Relax.
it's like 130,000
They're only
gold.
doing their job.
All right, fine. Well,
Your accent
we still
doesn't
have
sound very
we still have
local,
receipts.
as it were. How did you get into the city? How long have you been in the city?
We came in, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago.
You've been in here the entire time with your porter?
Yes.
Who's your porter?
Like, you want his full first and last name?
Of course, so
I mean,
we can
he can't-
confirm.
All right. Our porter's name is Lithius. Under the bus.
Are any of you named Lithius? Or is your porter here with you right now?
He's already said the porter is at home.
And where is that place of residence?
Did I have the map?
We're on the
Can't
map
remember.
right now, but
Oh, I was trying to remember I see the shop screen. I was trying to.
oh, you guys don't see the map? Whoopee.
No, it's like a background. There you go.
We're in the Wolf District right now, right?
And then there's Royal District, Temple District, Castle District is where all the fancy rich people are.
Where?
Taylor, why wouldn't you just tell him the excuse that got us into the city in the first place? Doesn't Xerix have a deed?
Xerix is the one they're looking for.
Yeah, that's so I'm.
I don't think you
acting
guys
like
would know that though, would you?
Yeah.
No, we wouldn't.
But I thought he showed the. Or he said before. I don't know. I thought when we were coming in the gate that he said. But it's up here, yeah.
In the
Um,
Docks District.
How would I? Okay. Would I say it's like a? I'm currently residing in my office. I'm living out of my office while I'm here for the stay.
Okay. So your employer is providing housing, as it were.
I am my employer. I am leasing the place right now while we're doing business. And then all of a sudden, you guys having a bunch of shit go down. Guards all over the street wrecking business, embargoing people, not letting us leave. So I'm stuck in this shithole for God knows how long. Apparently, there's going to be some hoo-ha tomorrow, and then everyone's going to be there, so I can't do any more business. So what the fuck am I supposed to do while we're sitting here and you guys are just hanging half the city?
Go ahead and roll an intimidation for me with advantage. As I imagine you're just blowing up on this guy. The guard's like, whoa, calm down, sir. I need you to calm down, okay? Look, we're just looking for any suspicious people. There was an attempted murder tonight on the interim mayor, and we're just questioning people, trying to find the suspect. We believe that he came somewhere around the Docks District. It's been a few hours, so we're not sure exactly how much they traveled. We know they can't really leave the island, and there's no way they would have been able to swim, like, anywhere outside of this area.
We have boats now.
With all due respect, sir, I know you're just trying to do your job. We have been shopping in and around this area for the last 9 hours.
All right. Well, if you see anyone suspicious, please go to the Castle District.
Do you have a description of this person that you're looking for?
Someone who looked. They were wearing some sort of hood. And they talked with a lisp, I believe. That's all I quite know. I don't know what they looked like.
They had a
talked with
list of demands?
No, a lisp. Like they had a speech impediment.
Oh, well, why didn't you say that?
Well, because you have a speech impediment, it sounds like. You have a strange accent. But obviously you're not from here. It sounds like you've been stranded here. Just if you see anyone suspicious, please inform any guard nearby.
Do you guys have like a phone number or calling card that I can get a hold of if I see somebody trying to
He pulls
murder
out a
anyone
map.
else?
Pulls out a map and he says, like, if you see anyone, you can come to the castle district, and he points like around here.
Am I asking
Like-
for anyone in particular?
Just come in. You can give a statement.
Okay.
We have receptionists that handle all that.
Thank you.
And there's extra patrol out. So I recommend you guys get to your place of residence.
Well, we
don't
went
dabble.
shopping. We went shopping for the next 3 weeks, so we wouldn't have to leave our house because this utter calamity. It's a nervous wreck.
Agreed. This great city is truly going to shit. All right. Get home safely.
We will keep an eye out.
The guards nod and go off and question more people throughout the street. And I assume you guys are heading back to the den?
I am headed to check on what's-her-face's house.
Okay. Is everyone going? Is Geldloth and Lithius going with you too?
Yeah, I guess I have to. These people are my alibi. While I was in the docks district during the time of the crime. Thank you, Taylor, for redirecting attention back to me.
Trying to throw you under the bus and be like, what are you named Lithius? Nobody answered. Okay. Well, then all of you make your way to that area, and we will end it there. It is 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
I am walking with purpose.
In the woods.
Oh no! They'll be fine.
As someone used to being in command does. As if I have somewhere to be. I
Yeah.
have put all my shopping in my bag of holding.
As you guys are making your way to
And I'm leading the way.
the castle district, you see several really nice, fancy carriages going past you, and they seem to be headed towards this area, towards the Caer Caladir. But we'll end it here.
I'm going to jail.
Man, there was only one thing I wanted to do and we didn't do it.
What was it?
Cook a
Go to
face.
her house.
Oh, go to her house. Yeah.
Well, you should have spoke up.
That's what I said when we left. I said I want to go check on her house and I want to go shopping.
You got the shopping done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you fucking stocked our whole goddamn pantry.
Well, no, they didn't have any flour. I can't make biscuits.
Well, we can just use crushed up bug parts.
Ew.